Joburg really is going to be a buzz from Tuesday next week. The BRICS Summit, the main members, Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa, bringing together not only foreign dignitaries but also business leadership to really try and boost economic ties with a very big focus on Africa. But when a lot of people, a lot of important people are gathered together, security, of course, has to be rock solid. And I'm joined now by Lieutenant General Tebello Mosikili, Chair of NatJoints, the National Joint Operation and Intelligence Structure. General, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I can see that you seem to be on the move. I hope you can still hear me. But I wanted to ask you a couple of questions. I listened to your briefing this morning. It seems that you've got a good plan in place. Is it fair to say that Sandton is going to be a very different place from Tuesday next week? Is it essentially going to be on lockdown?
Good evening and evening to your viewers. Thank you very much for having me. The city will not be on lockdown. We have outlined earlier the routes that we envisage to close down, and we will continue to update the Sandton communities on the plans to close which routes and from which times are those routes going to be closed. As the security cluster, we are putting all measures in place to ensure the safety and security of the people around Sandton, including those that will be our visitors, without disturbing anyone's daily operations and their daily lives. But yes, there will be disturbances that will be inconveniencing the communities, which will be communicated timely, and we will put all measures in place to make sure that the times that we are not operating in around that area, we allow the communities to live their lives.
Okay, fantastic. So it's going to be busy. I would imagine there's going to be a concentration of policing in the Sandton precinct, visible policing, yes?
All law enforcement agencies that are working with the NatJoints, as you will recall, that NatJoints coordination structure that sees everybody who is in the law enforcement space, that we operate, and we operate so successfully. So it is going to be a contingency of quite a number of structures, law enforcement agencies, including other law enforcement agencies, that other security cluster members that will be operating in that space.
All right, so there's various levels of security. I wonder if you can give us some insight. When foreign dignitaries arrive, of course, they have their own security detail. How do you coordinate with those foreign security details?
On various other engagements with ourselves as security planners, the Department of International Relations, DERCO, we are meeting to look at all other avenues that will assist the member countries that will be visiting us to ensure their safety. Other law enforcement officials will be the country that will be operating. Of course, during these deliberations, we do consider the security issues that other foreign dignitaries need to be taken care of. We are taking all the intelligence reports that is coming to our BRICS countries. The embassies are involved. As you have noted earlier that I am still visiting some of the areas that will be operating. I'm at Ortia to look into all the avenues that we are going to put in place to ensure the safety and security of our dignitaries, of our visitors, of member countries that will be coming in our country.
And General, are you able to tell us, have there been any specific security threats at all at this point?
There is no security threat that we are aware of, but as you know, that from time to time when we have events in this country, we do plan, we do have security plan. We do look at any eventualities we put all measures in place. You'll recall that since 2010, there was a bond of what we call Sasria Act that is directing, or that was put together by the security cluster to look into all measures and measures that we should put in place to ensure that all the events, every conference that is held in our country, do the application of those security measures to mitigate any eventuality that might happen. To put on these measures doesn't necessarily imply that there is a security threat that we are having. It is the measures that we are taking to secure the country and to give assurance to our visitors that they will be safe in the country.
All right, well, let's hope it all goes smoothly. And thank you so much for updating us this evening, Lieutenant General Tebello Mosikili. She's chair of NatJoints, that's the National Joint Operational and Intelligence Structure. It seems all systems go. Everything is very much organized in terms of the security. She says there is going to be some disturbance for people who move around Sandton, but it's going to be fully communicated, so you'll know what is going on.